Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Heirs of the Wizard King by Closet Full of Games, and it is live on Kickstarter now. Now this game is sort of interesting. What happened is the Wizard King's been killed, and everyone's trying to take his place. There can only be one replacement, but there's the Black Wizard who's been, mucking things up and trying to take over the world or whatever. And so what's interesting about this game is it sort of has it's like a magic in a deck sort of filler vibe of spellcasting, maybe, where everyone has a hand of cards, a couple cards, and each of these are one of the different resources, whether they're, leaves or time or fire or, whatever, books. And they have a number and a symbol and then an ability. And what you're going to be doing is the objective of the game is to move up these tracks based on the number of players to be the first player to get to the 7 in a 2-player game, 6 in a 3-player game, etc. before the Dark Wizard gets to the top. And I really like the way the Dark Wizard works. But so anyway, in order to move up a level, you need to play cards in front of you. Let me see if we can make sure I get this on camera. And you're trying to make a chain. And to move up each level, you have to have the level amount of chain. So to move to level 2, I need to do a 2 chain. Chains are cards that are next to each other by color or by number. So if that was a 2, I could chain with this 2. Once you get a chain, it clears, and you move up a level. Next chain's 3, next chain's 4. The early ones are easy, the late ones are hard. The bad guy gets a card after every player's turn, and is chaining very quickly. Doesn't matter if it matches or not, it's just the number. So there's that timer. Then we're also drawing from a deck, and when this deck runs out, he goes up as well. So you have this interesting competitive cooperation thing going where players are trying to win, but also not have the deck drain too fast or him win. And so all the different cards, they're like, draw extra cards on your turn, take away from a chain, what are some other ones? Look at the discard pile, shuffling it in. All of the different cards are stronger based on their number value, so there's an interesting dynamic there. And everyone has this L type or legendary type, which is like the best one, and you get to do a really big move. The other thing that's happening is as you move up on this track, you're gaining one resource of any type you want, and each type lets you do an ability. So you sort of do card combination of your card abilities when you're not putting them into your chain, or you use these tokens to use an ability. And you just are trying to push each other along. It moves quickly. It doesn't get into super combo land. It's pretty tight. But all of the pieces work. It's very much a feel for, this isn't the most beautiful card right here. It's got this sort of number, tightness, balance. How do I get... It's one of those games where you're trying to get one step past the other. Like, it's that kind of tightness. No one's, like, blowing ahead. Someone gets one up notch, one down notch. You catch up a little bit. But it plays fast enough that that's an interesting mechanic as you tie into the wizard. Without this guy, it would sort of be too little. But the fact that you have to pay attention to it makes for a more interesting game. It's a nice little package. Don't know the price, but worth at least checking out the page. So subscribe, share all that great stuff. Most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.